Salutations to all, and thank you for visiting my Bold is the Beautiful channel. I hope everyone is having a great day ahead of them. To begin, kindly click the subscribe button. Kindly give this video a thumbs up in the hopes. Sheila Carter was a mystery on Bold and the Beautiful because her pet pig cried wee 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 all the way home and then back over her body on the CBS soap opera. The explosive plot looks to be coming together now that Sheila's missing digit is found, and it all becomes sense at last. Kimberlin Brown's character, Sheila Carter, was killed by her daughter-in-law. Or, anyhow, this is what everyone thinks, with the exception of Sean Kinnan's Deacon Sharp. However, the teaser video also implies that later in the week, Finn will accompany him on his search for his biological mother. It appears that her son will also soon learn to believe. Tanner Novlan's character, John Finnegan, is seen with Deacon searching among the homeless in Los Angeles for Sheila Carter. Looking through the deceased woman's belongings seemed to have provided a clue. The bereaved boyfriend discovers text exchanges between her and a lady named Sugar on her laptop. Sheila and this woman, Sugar, from Bold and the Beautiful, have a past. Years before, Sheila had made friends with a jail warden and used her influence to get her to help her escape. Then, this woman was persuaded to get plastic surgery by everyone's favorite villain, and the result was a stunning likeness to her bad buddy. They broke up because, like practically everyone else in Sheila's past, their relationship didn't work out. The woman has returned, and based on those communications, Sheila didn't want anything to do with her. Perhaps not, but Sugar seems to be seeking retribution. Thus, it is likely that the woman with 9 toes was forced to meet with her former buddy. It appears that everything is finally falling into place at this point. A 10-toed dead Sugar today, and her role in this bizarre series of events on Bold and Beautiful can both be explained in a plausible way. Sheila was paying a visit to an old acquaintance prior to her stabbing. But when Deacon asked her about her disappearing axe, that was all the information she provided. Therefore, during those hours away from home on Bold and the Beautiful, that was probably Sugar that she saw. According to the most recent hints, Sugar may have exacted her retribution by kidnapping Sheila Carter while she was there. Therefore, Sugar was probably the woman who was spotted in the bushes outside the Cliff home and who prophesied Steffi Forrester's death. However, why would she wish to murder a stranger who also happens to be her enemy? It appears that Sheila Carter was being watched by her former adversary. Since she showed up at Steffi's posing as the mother-in-law she despises, she was probably aware of Sheila's issues with her daughter-in-law. Sugar said nothing as she cornered Steffi. That's probably because, although having her adversary's appearance, her voice doesn't sound like hers. Perhaps Sugar was rehearsing what she was going to say when she said that phrase in the woods. But instead, she had a change of heart and lunged at the Forrester daughter, grunting. Sugar most likely went there in order to set Sheila up for this storyline in Bold and the Beautiful. It's possible that her ultimate goal was to kill Steffi, in which case Sheila Carter would be the obvious suspect. However, Sugar arrived without a weapon. Thus, it's possible that she intended to kill her with her own hands. To do it, you may even pick up an object from around the house. But then again, perhaps the purpose of this intrusion was to frighten rather than to kill Steffi. It's possible Sugar wanted her to think her mother-in-law broke into her house with the intention of killing her. In this manner, the identification of the house invader would be undeniable. After that, Sugar might run off and leave Steffi alone, and Sheila would eventually be taken to jail. If so, Sugar's scheme was a complete failure. And Sheila Carter, where are you? According to this notion, Sugar probably imprisoned her in one of the several devices that Bold and Beautiful create for stories like this. Perhaps she is somewhere in a basement, shackled and imprisoned, or in a remote cabin in the country. However, according to this theory of a Bold and the Beautiful plot, Sheila Carter's location would also have perished if Sugar had been killed. Thus, in addition to learning that Sheila is alive, It appears that B and B could pull off a fresh prank. Next week is the hunt, which kicks this off. To reach her before she starves to death, they could begin a race. Sheila might be left on her own, without access to food, drink, or a means of escape if the person holding her captive has left. Naturally, Deacon Sharp would take the lead in the small search team, probably with just Finn joining him in the quest to find his biological mother. There you have it, a possible scenario in which every piece of the puzzle fits together. And B gets another chance if they want her dead and gone. When these two guys discover that Sheila has already passed away by the time they reach to her, the soap opera can repeat the entire scene. Finding her too late is all that has to be done. However, if she is still alive and they locate her, the plot will probably go to the nine-toed woman's atonement. With Finn, at any rate. Still, most likely not with Steffi or any of the Forresters. However, it might present Sheila Carter on the CBS serial opera with a fresh start. Please